Okay, fellow electronic drummers, I'm going to show you the craziest thing that I came up with, the most mind-boggling. If you don't quite understand it, you can actually send me an email after this presentation because it's kind of hard to follow. It's hard to explain anyways. So what I did was, I'm actually a drummer and a bass player, and I have an instrumental project with my friend. He plays guitar. And so when we record in the studio, I do drums first, and then I do bass, and he does guitar. But we thought, how cool would it be if we could do our whole song, just the two of us? So could I somehow play bass and drums at the same time? Now the techniques that I just showed you in the other three videos, it would be a little difficult to do because there's a lot of drum fills because this is a full song. I'll actually show the full song. You can hear it after the presentation. I'll play the whole thing through. But what I did was, first I programmed my entire bass line for the whole song into the TD-6. And then I went in to the control function, consult your manual for how to get into there. I told the snare drum and 3 of the toms and the kick drum all to play a note of the sequence of the bass line. So as I'm playing my beat, you'll hear the bass notes play when the kick drum's playing, when the snare drum is being played, and the 3 toms. The reason I did not put any song on the very last drum is because sometimes you want to do a drum fill that you can use 2 hands and play real hard. The reason I didn't do that is because it's pretty hard to hit 2 drums at the exact same time, and you might not want to either because it's, you get that little offbeat sound in there. So, but it's really hard because, I mean, we're all human, so it's hard to hit them at the exact same time. And if you hit it just a little bit off and they're both connected to the song, it's going to play 2 notes when you only wanted to play 1. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but that's pretty crazy. But so what I'm going to do, now you're going to see that there's a bunch of drum fills in this song, and if you want to play drum fills, so let's say you want to play a drum that doesn't have a note on it, you would have to program a rest, and there was no way to do that. So I decided to program a piano note anytime I wanted to hear a rest, and then just turn the piano channel off. So it's as if you're not hearing the song for that note, but it is actually being played. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what I'm talking about. You're going to hear the quality change once again because I'm recording this over to my digital studio, so you're going to hear quality change right now. missed my last note. Oh no. Whatever. So that's why it's a pretty crazy idea, because if you screw up at all, your note's not going to be where it should be. And it's pretty nerve-wracking. My heart's going, because it's like I don't want to screw up and have to do it all over again. So that's pretty extreme. So you got to be perfect. You don't have to play your beats exactly the same way every time, but you just have to play the exact same number of notes each time. So the one time I was playing a beat one way, and then I just I alternated bass and snare a little bit differently than I did on the recording. And so I'm going to play the recording for you right now.